Sometimes taking a break from all the intense blood-rushing contemplation of whether you should watch this in front of your parents, anime is a good thing. Sometimes watching anime that are made for relaxing and don't include the character having to save all of humanity from crippling disaster is essential. And sometimes watching characters solve minor problems can be very refreshing. And that's the point of today's video. As I get older, the more I'm starting to appreciate anime that don't really have an overarching purpose to them. Just characters vibing and solving problems in their own lives can be quite interesting and fun to watch as well. Also, I don't know about you, but I like watching soothing anime while drinking tea. Like Iroh once said, being sick of tea is like being sick of breathing. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but hey, it's a pretty damn good quote. Anyway, let's just talk about relaxing anime, shall we?
なぜこんなことになったのか。明らかに選択を誤った。おい、そこをどけ。よりにもよってなぜパソコンの上に。仕事にならないじゃないか。くそ、なんとかどかせて。
Living with a new roommate is an experience that many people go through, whether it's for college or just living in the same house just for the hell of it. But what if your roommate was a cat? My roommate is a cat follow Subaru, an anxious novelist living together with Haru, a former stray. However, instead of having a pet and owner relationship, they're more like good friends, or as the title suggests, roommates. Throughout the show, you can see them argue with each other, solve little problems together, and as cheesy as it sounds, they learn to complete one another. So if you like cats and you like chill anime, then just give this anime a shot. If you don't like it, just drop it, I guess.
よーし、晩ご飯作るよー。あらかじめ切って素揚げしておいた具材をルーを溶いたお湯に入れれば一味違う煮込みカレーだよ。やっぱりカレーや。
The purpose of this anime is literally what this video is about. Laid Back Camp is about a group of girls camping in various tourist destinations and just talking about life and eating in front of a campfire. They talk about anything from their personal lives to things that just don't matter. And for whatever reason, they decided to do this all in winter, which is a bit weird, but coincidentally it's winter right now, so yeah. Drinking tea while watching Laid Back Camp is probably the best way to enjoy the show. Not only do the characters somehow end up in a mukbang in every episode, but also since the show takes place during winter, drinking a hot cup of tea is perfect for setting the mood.
闇に目玉が2つ。こちらの様子を伺っている。ただじっと僕のミスを差し間違う瞬間を息を潜めて待っている。俺がミスするかどうか、その泥ごと吹っ飛ばしてやる。かっこつけんな桐山。
The third anime is not as niche as the other two, but hey, drinking tea while watching March Comes In Like a Lion is very satisfying, I gotta say. Before I explain why, let me just tell you the synopsis real quick. If you didn't know already, March Comes In Like a Lion is about shogi, a very old and traditional Japanese board game. The main character, Rei, is a shogi genius, to the point where he's already in the professional world at the age of only 15. But being branded a genius also brings an enormous amount of pressure from both his adopted family and the shogi community. The show dives into Rei trying to find his happiness and peace within his life. Shogi is the main part of the show, but also isn't, if that makes sense. It plays a huge role in Rei's life altogether, but not in a way that is like Haikyuu, where the main focus is volleyball itself. I know March Comes In Like a Lion is drastically different from the other anime I mentioned, as it not only contains serious topics about death and family, but also questions morals and preconceived notions that people have. By no means is it something you just watch and not pay attention to. However, being a huge stickler for atmosphere in an anime, the mood that March Comes In Like a Lion has is serene and unique, and it's perfect for drinking tea, believe it or not. Or at least in my opinion.
どうも。昔から流行り廃りてえものがございます。 神の世もそれは変わらぬようでして。誰だいおめえは。薄汚ねえなりしやがって。あたしかい。あたしは死神だ。ん？ああ！畜生めえ。ここに来たら急に死にたくなったんだ。てめえの仕業だな。いいから、お前にちょいと話もある。こっちへおいでよ。
The last anime is also a pretty unique anime. This anime is definitely not for everyone though. For one, it's about Rakugo, which is a form of verbal entertainment in Japan, commonly used in the 18 and 1900s. As this is the case, the anime has very little movement and almost little to no background music. Most episodes are comprised of the characters performing Rakugo. Having said that, the premise for this anime is quite interesting in my opinion. Yataro is a former Yakuza member, fresh out of prison and fixated on just one thing. Rather than return to a life of crime, Yataro aspires to take the stage of Rakugo, inspired during his incarceration by a performance by a distinguished practitioner. He sets his mind on meeting the man who changed his life. After hearing Yataro's desperate appeal for his mentorship, the man is left with no choice but to accept him as his first apprentice/disciple. And that's where the story begins. Honestly, the somber and slow tone of the anime is perfect for drinking tea, as not only are the Rakugo performances in this anime enhanced, but it also just feels nice with the atmosphere. I know I sound like a crazy person preaching about tea, but hey, I like drinking tea and so be it. That's it for my tea video. Looking back, I don't know why I made this video, but I did, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If so, then subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.
かっこつけんな桐山